What if the cheapest room you ever found came with rules you could never break? A room where whispers crawl through the walls, footsteps echo when no one's there, and Grandma smiles like she knows something you don't. Tonight, we're opening the door to the most chilling rental you'll ever hear about. Room for rent, at Grandma's house. When the sign went up outside Grandma's old house, neighbors thought it was ordinary. A simple wooden board, painted in red letters, room for rent. But this wasn't just any house. It was Grandma's house, the one everyone whispered about, the one that had stood for nearly a century, with its creaking floors and shadow-filled corners. Grandma, a sharp-eyed woman in her late 70s, had lived alone since Grandpa passed away. She was known for her kindness, her warm pies, and her strange rules. Rules like, never open the attic door after midnight, and always leave the porch light on, even if no one's outside. So when she announced she was renting out a room, the town buzzed with curiosity. Who would dare live there? Who would accept the offer? That's when Daniel, a young college student desperate for cheap rent, knocked on her door. He thought it was just a room. He thought it was just a house. He was wrong. The walls don't just listen, they whisper back. Daniel moved in with a suitcase and a laptop, grateful for the low rent Grandma charged. The room was cozy, lace curtains, a wooden bed, and the faint smell of lavender. But something felt off. On his first night, Daniel heard scratching sounds behind the walls. At first, he thought it was mice. But then came the whispers. Soft, broken words, like someone trying to speak through the plaster. Leave. Stay. Don't trust her. Daniel froze. He pressed his ear against the wall, but the whispers stopped. When he asked Grandma about it the next morning, she smiled sweetly and said, "Old houses make old noises. Don't worry, dear." But Daniel couldn't shake the feeling that the house was alive. Every rule has a reason, and every reason hides a truth. On the second day, Grandma handed Daniel a handwritten list of rules. 1. Never lock the bedroom door. 2. Do not enter the attic. 3. If you hear footsteps at night, stay in bed. 4. Always greet the mirror in the hallway. Daniel laughed nervously. Is this some kind of joke? He asked. Grandma's eyes hardened. No joke. Follow them, and you'll be safe. That night, Daniel broke the first rule. He locked his door, thinking it was silly. At 2 a.m., he woke to the sound of someone turning the knob. Slowly. Patiently. When he unlocked it in fear, the knob stopped moving. The next morning, Grandma asked, "Did you sleep well?" Her smile was kind, but her eyes seemed to know everything. The attic doesn't just store memories, it keeps prisoners. Curiosity burned inside Daniel. He couldn't resist. One evening, when Grandma was out, he climbed the stairs to the attic. The door was old, its lock rusted. He pushed it open. Inside, dust floated like ghosts. Boxes lined the walls, but in the center stood a single rocking chair. And on that chair, sat a figure. It was Grandpa. Or at least, what looked like him. Pale, hollow-eyed, rocking back and forth. His lips moved, whispering the same words Daniel had heard in the walls: leave, stay, don't trust her. Daniel stumbled back, horrified. The attic door slammed shut behind him. He was trapped. Grandma's voice echoed from the stairs, "I told you not to go up there." Some rooms are rented, others are inherited. Grandma entered the attic, her face calm, almost tender. She explained everything. The house wasn't ordinary. It was bound by an old family curse. Every generation, one person had to guard it, keep the spirits inside from escaping. That was why the rules existed. That was why Grandpa never truly left. Now, Grandma was old. She needed someone to take her place. Someone young, someone strong. Someone like Daniel. "You can leave tonight," she said softly, "and forget this house forever. Or, you can stay. You can inherit the room, the rules, the responsibility." Daniel looked at Grandpa's hollow eyes, at the shadows crawling along the attic walls.